And we continue with whatever research we were doing. I don't remember. Even though I just wandered off like less than 5 minutes ago. What do I need? I need to work on towards blue. Well, I need to, I think... Oh, actually, I should probably unlock that. Some faster research would be a good idea. Yeah, catching up... Oh, hey, Darth Lady. Yeah, that's right. You don't mind chiptunes 8 bits, but never played Mario? I played it once and I actually didn't like Mario. Never a fan. Didn't enjoy it. Same with GoldenEye. I never got the hype with GoldenEye. I played that on a cousin's Nintendo 64, and like it wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything interesting. Like it was just a corridor shooter. Like, I guess by that stage, PC already had a ton of those, but still, it wasn't anything remarkable. Really wasn't. Amazingly. It's funny too, because I say that, and it really strikes a nerve with some people. Cuts them hard. Oops. I don't actually want to do that. Do want that though. Oh, you're missing that. I was like, why won't you go? Missing the insert. No idea what's going on your PC. Won't respond to your commands. Well, at least you're able to type a command. And play with in-game timer. How do you know you played for 15 hours? You go ~time. 1 hour 55 minutes. That's. You can also you see it there. There's a playtime counter. It's not an accurate counter though, because it's tied to the updates per second. So if the updates per second is less than 60, it's not real time. So the game time is kind of terrible. It's like how on my one of my previous original Megabase, which I've been running for years, it only has like 1,000 hours on it, even though it's technically like 3 times that, because it was running a lot less than 60 UPS most of the time. Man, a lot of these probably don't matter. Circuits do matter. I think there's a certain... I always forget, there's a... but I think there was a certain power efficiency to be gained by going from 1s to 2s. A great upgrade isn't as much of a thing anymore, though. Alright, you've got grenades. Yeah. Don't have inserters to insert said grenades, which is a bit inconvenient. We were working on wall as well before we took that break. Can I put these in yet? Liz? Liz? Oh, steel, right. I should bring steel over too. Yeah, game time, it isn't one of those things that's huge. It's not really that important to me, so I don't really care. And there is a console. It's not a console command, it's like a cheating console command, but that affects achievements. But it's console instruction, at least. I guess you could call it. I do the thingy that gives me this stuff. I did. That thingy that gives me that stuff. It's a technical term. Iron. Actually out of iron. Any more. Oh, and belt. Okay. That'll keep me going for about 10 minutes, 1,000 build. Should really be fast ones as well. I mean, in the scheme of things, it probably doesn't matter, but I've got them in my pocket, so I might as well use them. Can I get a... grumble, grumble. See, I'm definitely planning all this out perfectly and competently. Oh dear. It's gonna be a mess. Space is gonna be a glorious mess. Yeah, you're the right way now. Wasn't before. Oop, go down there. Because I didn't plan any main bus. Because who would do such a thing? Who would be so who would have the foresight to plan for a main bus? You know, any normal person might potentially be. Spaghetti? What spaghetti? Don't play. I'm glad you agree. Yeah, only Megabase needs a main bus. Yeah, I don't care. The city block thing just trivializes the game, so I don't do them anymore. I did it once, and then I was kind of done with it ever from then on. And I also don't ratio out early game because there's no point, because you're going to rebuild it anyway. Like, having some competence in that regard, like, having said that, having some degree of understanding what you're doing helps. That's right now. Like, you still need to ratio the smelters, but things like doing perfect ratio circuits and min-maxing like these, just don't bother. Wasting your time. Time is... oh crap. Time is your most valuable resource in the game. Well, I'm going to need to replace a whole bunch of those now. Whop, whop, whop. I mean, the sound's completely different now, but you can still hear it in your head. Whop, whop, whop. To arms, to legs, to mandibles. To whatever limbs you have available. Got more on the way. Are we there yet? There we go. There we go. Just to insult the biters even further, I'll just add more on top of what's already there. And I did need it anyway. Oh crap. And they're coming from the other direction. All coal burning all the time. Always. Hey, Overrace. How you doing? Oh, my precious, precious radar. Always killing my radars. See, I put a gun turret down, didn't do anything. Fighters just ate it. And Went for the grenades too, apparently. And that pole specifically. Oh, there's still a biter there. I thought there was still a biter there. Wonderful, no work this afternoon, so you get to actually sleep. Oh, nice. Radars are better than... Radars are pretty good. Like, radars, like, they're biter candy. They just can't help but eat them. Which is actually a good thing. Because it means it keeps us off all the expensive stuff. Radars are pretty cheap. I need to bring that a little bit closer. Ow, ow, ow. Am I not destroying that too? Turrets need bullets and power? No, just bullets. They are powered on bullets. Laser turrets need power, however. Ow. You can get mods to auto-insert... Oh, right, we're up to blue there. Auto-insert ammo on that. Right, you need fluids. I might keep that rolling. What's the objective of the new Megabase? To do double what the old one did. So the old one was 3,000... I was about to say 3,200, but it's 3,600. So maybe 7,000... I was thinking about 7,200 to 8,000. Probably got to round up to 8,000 because I did push the other base up to 8,000. It could actually do it. So aim for about 8,000 signs a minute. It's going to be semi-detached, semi-distributed. It's a 4 red belt. Is it actually 4 red belts? It is really, isn't it? I think 7,200 I did plan a long time ago, but never actually executed. Two, three, four. 3, 4. I might have to move it up one. I should, in theory, start thinking about that sort of thing. Should probably deal with them as well. But I want my pointy ammo. Piercing ammo, not pointy ammo. Oh. You're missing a belt. Not gonna work too well without a belt. Here we go, 8. There's 7. Probably staring right at the 8th one. Where is it? Is it out there or something? Oh, there it is. The wire one. Can't have that now because this is a much slower crafting speed. I wonder that one's going so slow. No one can run with the slow inserters until I need red circuits. Until I actually need a drain of green circuits, which is effectively red circuits. Now the follow-up question is, where am I going to put ammo? I kinda didn't really leave room for it. Well, first things first. Grab some filter inserters. Some end-of-line trickery. There. And now that we have them available, we can use these luxurious steel chests, which can be reused later. You can do wall. You can do grenades. We're going to store that many, and you're going to store that many. Maybe a bit less. It doesn't really matter because they can be consumed in science either way. Flip that round, drop that there. We now have a way of rapidly deconstructing trees. Excellent. And health. And also rapidly deconstruct health. Death to all trees. One. Three, so it's about there. Yeah, so I'll just park it here. Red ammo. Alright, one more, and I think it's onto, yeah, it's onto military now. This is my standard go-to for red ammo. Again, not ratioed, because me no care about ratios really in early game. I'm a savage like that. Should also build some lights. That'd be a good idea. Isn't that easier on the eyes? Isn't it now? I could also install one of those light mods. I don't have objections to using light mods. It's actually, because there's actual sunlight, it's hard on my eyes too. Oh, relief! 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 Ah, so nice, isn't it? No more pain! There we go. Alright, this is going to need some iron, some copper, and some steel. We don't want grenades. Or... to that. Slide that down out of the way. What do you need? You need 1 steel, 5 copper. Probably should have moved it over a tile, maybe. Like that. That would have been smart. Or better yet, like that. There. And there. There we go. Got there in the end. So, Schlong stack inserters were base game. I haven't really needed to use them that much, but I can see the utility of them. Look for a bit. Hopping on Discord with friends. Ooh, Red Dead time, eh? Very nice. Not that I'm really into Red Dead. I did that wrong way around, didn't I? There we go. I thought we would think I would be into Red Dead, but no, it just doesn't grab me. Probably because Rockstar things. Excellent. Now this can go. We can upcycle these and dispose of these filthy things. Oh, workmates, Mrs. got really hooked in and there's like a million people. So hooked, nice. Oh, Year of Constant, yeah, that too also kind of kills it. Alright, weapon shooting speed is up to scratch. Alright, let's start working towards oil. I think it's time to rearrange the labs. Make room for all the science packs like that. All valid reasons you don't play shooter games? I also tend not to get into games which oh. Crap. Still there. No, bad biter. Go say hi to the turret, please. No, don't eat that. God damn it. That make me need to do this bit. Better hurry up with this then. Yeah, what was I saying? I don't do competitive shooters much anymore now too, or if ever, because you got to be the kind of person who, like, you got to live for them to get anywhere with them, and can't do that. Like, you can't jump in and out a lot of those games. Oh, that's not good. The bite has eaten all the power. Early lunch with family? Alrighty. Have a good one, Clarices. You're not gonna all go get COVIDs now, are you? By having a get together. Then again, your hotel quarantine wasn't run by a bunch of peanuts. Actually run by people who were competent. So you don't have to worry as much. I can't see anything. Didn't actually need any steam engines. So yeah, let's put one in each of these holes. There we go. Right, oil. And I suppose I could probably build the steam engines. One pipe up top? Oh, I do too, don't I? Alright, I'll go deal with this lot first. Like that. And everywhere else thrown down a host. Right as I'm trying to do spider killing, of course. Ouch. It's like I went on a fishing holiday when I started this map for a reason. Or something. Ow. That's birdie. I think they're mad or something. Alright, let's keep it rolling. Totally unintentional, but funny at truth. How many are we touching? We're not quite touching them, but we might as well get rid of them. Gotta love automated shooting. Oh yeah, and you throw out the shout out as well for Everaz. Thank you very much. I'm so bad at doing that. I always forget to shout at people and say and do all the proper formalities. Which also reminds me, talking about people raiding, apparently there's a new scheme that people are doing where they'll do a raid and then start up their stream again. I don't quite understand the logic of that. But apparently that's a thing that people do. Oh. Mind spitting on me, please? Maybe not standing on the spit also would help. Not standing on the spit definitely would be a good idea. It's evil. It doesn't even make any sense because you're throwing all your viewers into another channel and like what the thing is the conversion factor on a raid is already really low. Like incredibly low. I think at best it's like 10%. Pull the viewer you need the viewers to be willing to come back. Like it's kind of scummy, but I don't understand how it works. Because you throw everyone out of your channel to then start up again. It just makes no sense. Is this Rail World or default? No, new to Factorio and okay, what do I want to play? Because I see different YouTubers. So I'm doing a modified Rail World. You can actually do whatever you want. If you're new to Factorio, the best way to start the game is with just default. So a lot of YouTubers and all that, we do Railworld because, well, at least myself and similar people that we've all played with, like Exterminator, Colonel Will, and so on. We do Railworlds because we used to do this thing. This is going back years and years in the early access, where we used to do this thing called victory polling because there was no choice to turn off either expansion, and so basically say we just turn off expansion now. Say Railworld, turn off expansion. There's a whole lot of history behind why Railworld is the way it is. But yeah, if you're just starting it, just do default. Default will satisfy your need, like it'll give you the complete gameplay experience. Railworld's for when you start getting into very specific playthroughs in mind. Oh look, we're starting to get green water. Like if you want to start doing megabases and particular types, well, you can do Megabase on default. That's easy to do. What about doing those? Classic. My old base is still full of those stupid victory poles everywhere. I keep stumbling like I'd mark stuff for I'd go to blueprint stuff down and just be this random crate, wooden crate in the middle of nowhere, blocking like track every so often. Oh, the coffee's trying to come back up or something. Yeah, just everywhere. There'd just be random crates, and you need them pretty close together. Oh yeah, pipe. Pipe's kind of important, isn't it now? Thank you for the reminder. I probably would have completely forgotten that otherwise. Oop. There we go. Yep. Actually, the thing's already peeking out pretty hard. So I probably should expand it a little bit further. Repair the turret? Yeah, I should probably do that too, shouldn't I? Oops, you don't go there, you go there. Making me make repair packs and things. Making me actually maintain the base. Back to bases I thought was huge way back, and it's crazy, isn't it? The idea of scale has just gone up so much over time, hasn't it? So yeah, the conclusion to that rambling is, if you're just starting out, yeah, just do default. Like, you can Megabase on default. It's like, if you push out train tracks or belts far enough, it will give you the resources. Resources grow over distance, like, the resources get more and more rich as you go further out. Oh, that's actually used up all the coal that was under those miners. That's fine. Not that you can see them. There we go. And yeah. Once you get into really specific build ideas, then you do start doing Railworld. Deathworld's more of a multiplayer thing as well. I've done a million billion death worlds now, and I'm not enthused about them anymore. But yeah, otherwise, you can just customize the game to however you want. You have to use, if you want achievements, if you want to get all the Steam achievements, you have to do default. Actually, that's the one last thing. You have to, if you want to do achievements, you have to do default. Some tips on how not to do, and what not to do. Don't do a wheel, and oh yeah, don't do what Colonel Will does, and set the richness down to nothing. Can't believe he's still making a mega base out of that. Still managing to make a mega base, mind you. Do one of these things. There. Yes, you do need the splitters on the end. It doesn't work if you don't. Or it doesn't work properly if you don't. If you don't have the splitters on the end, it needs all... Oh, I can't show it now. It needs all 4 belts fully maxed. Yeah, again, that's again a specific playthrough, as I say. Default is if you don't really know what you want to do. It's once you start doing things like... If you want to build like a big, spread out, distributed base, or you want to... play around with a lot more trains doing things, then you do Railworld. Railworld just spreads everything out. I can't show it. Mathematically, it does work, but in practice, it does actually need it. Because then the full throughput doesn't work otherwise. What mod do you use for auto deconstruct? It's called auto deconstruct. It's actually not supposed to be on. I thought I turned it off because this is not meant to be a modded playthrough. Apart from Shred Guy's manly war cry. But apparently I left it on accidentally. I might even go as far as to turn it off. Auto deconstruct. Yeah, the only other mod that's on is Uncle Shred's Manly War Cry. So you can die like a man. It's because the exclamation mark mods is, doesn't reflect that. That's the only reason why I want to turn it off. And I didn't actually want it on for the play. Oh, I might change it, but Ow? Ow? There it goes. Oh dear. But that was extern when he died. Default miners now have a... Yeah, the default miners have a light, so you can see anyway. See the green, these ones here are yellow. Or these ones are working are green, these ones are yellow. If there's another dead one over here, yeah, it says that one's red. Red. So you can kind of clearly see. Yeah, so if you have 4 here... I wonder if I can do it. Can I pull it off? I don't think I can. No. The other thing people forget is that splitter there. And then it doesn't work either. Yeah, this one technically works. The reason why it technically works is if you have one here, you split it, you have a half and a half. Split here, so you have a quarter and a quarter and a half. TJ resubbing for 21 months. Did you change your name? Change your name. 21 months. Anyway, thank you very much for that sub. No? Been the same? Oh, I know what I'm doing. Anyway, thank you very much for that. I know, I'm confusing with Tilda Cool, that's why. That's why. Don't mind me, I'm just dumb. Anyway, throw some love and hype and snugs in chat there for TJ for throwing down the 20 months. Oh, that's almost 2 years subbing. There's been a few people changing names lately. So it makes it tricky to keep track of. Anyway, really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just dumb and confused. It's basically me just being me normally. Really don't need 4 lanes, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh dear. I probably should expand steel, come to think of it. That would be a good idea. So I'm going to need oil refineries and pump jacks and things pretty soon. Sulfur's done. Battery. Oh, battery's changed again. Doing the extra splitter on a lane 2 and 3. Output is debatable. Oh, you mean further down the line? I mean, further down the line, yeah, that is true. Let's grab some more of them. I'm going to reduce that down. I nearly had it. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. With the advantage of this one is you can just click and drag that. It's a lot more click and draggable, this particular smelter build than most, which I'm all about. Click and drag, more of it. That's a win in my book. Tasty. Getting lights. So I can see. Can't wait to get night vision. I fix those eventually. Center is fuel. Yeah, center is fuel on this particular smelter. So you have a full belt of iron down here. I think you use one lane. Yeah, you don't need to do that. You could do that. Because I think the other one you have a mixture of iron ore and coal down there, but it can't get that far. In all honesty, with it like that. I'm gonna do the same the other side. So I have a feeling I'm probably... Oh no, not actually bottlenecked. At the very least, I do need to start stockpiling some ammo. Start making use of this red ammo. Yeah. No more filthy stinking yellow ammo. I can't actually make blue science yet. Do need, however, is engines. Made steel quick as a noob. There's a few ways you can do it. I prefer to directly smelt ore into steel, but you don't have to. You can smelt the plate, but because the way the consumption is, it's easier to do it. Oh, that's right, red circuits. Or advanced electronics into red, which gives you red circuits, which gives you the pack. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Spaghetti time. That's what time it is. What time is it? Spaghetti time. Boop. Boop and boop. You need to be sticks, you need to be that, and you need to be that. Actually, I probably could have done with that. Up there, you up there, and you there, right there. You do that, you do the sticks, you do the polymer jigs. Come down like that. We sideload the steel and the copper. It's gonna go around there, but who cares? Do too much spaghetti with some JD. It's probably too late. It's too late, isn't it? He's already on his way. Generally, I only need one stack of these. Yep, handcraft them even though there's a stack right there. Probably grab some of them too. You always run out of the there we go. Oh. Always run out of the long inserters at the worst possible time. Might actually just add a second one. Do it like that. Research. Blue science time. I think it's actually only one stick to two. Whoops. Yeah, so you need that. So what I really need is stack insert a bonus. Yeah. Have I actually spotted? I have spotted oil down there. Excellent. Excelente. And then I'll probably do oil... Where will I do oil? Probably behind. I like doing oil behind the smelting. Rather than like up here, because then it gets in the way. So yeah, there's plenty of space for it. Oh yeah, for anyone wondering, my research key is set to Y. I changed it from T, because I always misclick with R and T. I always go for R and hit T instead. Right. Mining productivity, where is... Insertus, bonus, speed thing... I think it's logistics too. Yeah, it is. Because I haven't done this. Yeah, you don't really need... You can see I've actually been surviving without... without the... the red belt. But I think it might be time. Judging by that. Judging by that consumption right there. I think it might be time for some more. Same with the steel, I think it might be time for some more. Although what I might do, because these are passing each other so conveniently, I'll just throw assembly machine right there. You can grab some steel, you can grab some bricks, and you're going to make me some furnaces. And then I'm going to profit from said furnaces by making better smelting. Yeah. Even though I handcrafted like 1,000,000 of these. I really need another... Oh. Drunk one. I really need more iron smelting though. Can I manage to click and drag? Who knows? Yep, apparently I can. Is there a way to quick add robot requests for productivity modules when the assembler doesn't have any? Not that I know of. Oh, actually, I think you can with Upgrade Planner. Think. Go from nothing to that. Let's try it. No. It does need a... Okay, I guess you do need something in there to start with. Then you can use the upgrade planner to take it to anything that you want. Yeah, it's been like that forever. Without, used to need the mod module inserter to do that sort of thing for the longest time. Actually, that goes back. That's one of the OG mods there. That's goes back before being able to blueprint them. Used to need module inserter to automatically do it for you. More inserters. Because you can never have enough inserters. It's alright now. I guess once it filled the belt, it was fine. Something to watch out for, though. I'm really pushing the iron supply as hard as it can. I'll probably get 3 bolts out of it, and that's about it. Hate about upgrade planner is that you can't upgrade from steel furnace to electric. Yeah, although generally it's not really much of an upgrade path. There's not really like a... Like there's no... How can I phrase it? The difference between... Like there's not really... It's more of a side grade going from... At least from a starter base to endgame base, there's not really much of an upgrade to be had. Because by all accounts, the steel furnace is more fuel efficient. You split there, like that. Yeah, see, that's eating a belt. This one should probably eat a belt as well. Seeing fuel instead? I think I just grabbed those before. It's 2. Alright, you. Get some stack inserter bonus going. Or inserter bonus going. The third one is regular inserter bonus. Let's see. Yeah, see, the stone furnace has a crafting speed of 1, and the fuel consumption rate is 90 kilowatts. The steel furnace has a fuel consumption of 90 kilowatts as well, but a crafting speed of 2. Which means that it gets, for 90 kilowatts, or let's say 8 megajoules, which is 1 piece of coal, it gets twice as much work done. So it's twice the efficiency of a stone furnace. Now, electric furnace varies up and down, but it actually consumes more energy than, this also assumes you're on coal, but normally when you're talking about upgrading from stone to electric, you're still burning coal for the majority. So they're actually spending more coal for what is essentially the same crafting speed and the bigger footprint. That's why I call electric furnaces a side grade, because for all intents and purposes, they are the same as this. Like, without module, the only difference is you can put modules in here, because I know someone's going to point that out. Without modules, they are an electric furnace is just a steel furnace, which consumes more energy for the same crafting speed, and it has a bigger footprint. Yeah, so the payoff. So without modules, the payoff is there once you power these with solar, because you're not spending coal. Because the equivalent coal for these is worth. You get more bang out of steel furnaces. You do electric. But as I say, like if you're not putting modules into it, you're better off with steel furnaces. It's much more fuel efficient, so better for pollution. Once you are ready to put modules into it, then that's when the game changes. That's when the whole thing shifts. Oh yeah, if you got the coal, steel furnaces are great. And inevitably you're going to craft them anyway for science. For the purple science. Look at that, basically eating the belt. These might actually need, I think these still, this roll of 24 is one... Yeah, 24 stone furnaces for steel is 24? Well, 48 really. 48 stone furnaces is one yellow belt. 48, yeah, see, they're not getting there. I need red belt on that. Maybe we'll start working towards red belt then. While that's happening, I'll make some motions towards oil as well. They should really be fast inserters. In theory. Problem with red belt is they are pretty hungry for iron. Like, that's 40 gears right there. But for one underground pair, which is a lot. Actually a lot. See, I haven't left room for the next slot because I don't really care that much at all. What do you need? You just need gears, alright. What should you do? Because you need 40 of the stupid things. Makes sense when you think about it. Yeah, so as we're sort of alluding to, for newer players, you're better off sticking with steel furnaces, hanging onto them for longer than just upgrading. And you can actually see I haven't even upgraded to yellow belt, from yellow belt to red belt yet, because you really don't need to. And that's what I'm starting to allude to here. See, this is 40 gears, so that's, as it says, the total raw. The total raw is nearly 100 iron plate. 100 iron plate. That's a lot of iron plate for early game. So that's why it's not a great idea. So what I'm working towards here is this research, which is non-stack inserter capacity +1. So that means all of the inserters can grab 2 items at once, which means they can move twice as much material. And because I'm only on one belt here, that drain of... that extra drain of iron plate making belt, it means less science is getting less. So I'm sort of managing resources here. Now, I can make one. I can make one. Players think they have to upgrade to red belt and they're actually ready to... Yeah, that's a common mistake, you see, or a common thing. I don't want to call it a mistake, but it's a common trap, I guess, is a better way to put it. So I'm upgrading these. This is going to, again, increase that drain. But I want the gears for my own purposes. Limit red belt chest? I thought I did... Oh, I also didn't give you stuff. Now, optimal number on the smelting line. They wouldn't need red anyway. Yeah. Like, you can go all the way to rocket on just yellow belt. See, I've already overloaded that. Might do, actually. Because it'll benefit whatever else was talking about, so I'll connect that. So I'll get 2 belts going in. Hopefully we can see it. Hopefully. Yeah, see, it's got gaps in it. It's hard to... You can see it compressing back down. And that's why... That's happened because there's no splitters here. You see it's full of gaps now. Put those back in, and it compresses back down again. These are actually needed. The reason for that is... oh, I started describing it before, and then the sub came in. Oh, I backwards. Whoops. Seems like all little tricks. The belt is pressing Q. Oh yeah, Q. I don't even think about pressing Q to pipette items up. I don't even think it. Speed or productivity in general. Because free materials is free. But having said that, productivity in furnaces gives you the least return. You're better off putting... So the first thing, as soon as you get productivity modules, the first thing you want to put them in is your labs. Because that's free science. Speed only for oil? Speed? Oh no, productivity in oil. Productivity in oil is a big one. Very few things you want to speed. Pretty much, when it comes to productivity modules, if you can shove a productivity module in it, put a productivity module in it. Mind blown when it was added. Yeah. It was a game changer. There was so much clicking that it removed. So yeah, if you can put a productivity module in it, put a productivity module in it, because it's basically free resources for nothing. So and the further down the chain it is, the more value it adds. So if I put a productivity module in the lab, that means I'm getting free science packs effectively. So it means that so for this setup, it means I'm getting free military packs. So it's less grenades, ammo, and walls I need, which means less iron plate and coal is consumed for equivalent. Same with that, less steel, less ammo for ammo, and so on and so on. And then as you get to the higher tier ones, the higher tier packs like Purple Science, which takes electric furnaces, you're now getting free, well, you can't productivity electric furnace production, but you're getting free packs out of it, and the production as well. You're getting bonus packs, so you're using less electric furnaces as the intermediate. Modules for smelting lines. So you want to what I'm sort of leading to is that you want to start from the very end of the chain for productivity modules and work your way backwards. So you do benefit from productivity on smelting lines, but you get the least out of it. You get way more out of it by doing it at the end. Yeah, Matsuri has made a list of the order that you should productivity things in. It's basically starts with the labs, then the science packs. Blue circuits is a big one. You need to productivity that. I think there's then green circuits, then all your oils, then sort of here and there where everything else goes. It's sort of distributed about the base, and then oil pumps, space science and all. Oh, yeah, speed for oil. Mining productivity significantly outweighs, like, outclasses mining productivity being this research here. So this research gives you 10% bonus mining productivity for no speed penalty or pollution penalty, which comes with a productivity module. You get a pollution and speed penalty. So it's basically free resources from mining for nothing, and that actually is more beneficial than mining productivity gives you more than smelting. IT modifier long there's a run. Yeah, that's what Matsuri did. He actually figured out the opportunity, the payback time for modules. Oh yeah, Rocket Silo was the one that was the highest. Sorry, it was Rocket Silo Labs. Then science packs and so on and so on. I need to deal with them. I never made those gears too, did I? So I'll put it here then. Not going to run particularly fast, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, that poor lack of bonus. I could also put them on the end as well. Yeah, the higher something costs, the more the return is. Purple Science in particular, because its intermediates can't be productivityed. This science pack, so all three of them cannot be productivity, so its payoff is massive. Oh, and you need pipe now as well. So needy. Do one standard pipe build. Basically 2 pipe things and a thingy in the middle. Whoop. Get trains going. Not that I'll be using trains anytime soon. I need to collect up some other materials. Probably just handcraft these because it's easily done. Now that and that. Two noodles and a macaroni. It's almost lunchtime. I don't actually know where the list is kept now. It's probably on his imager or something. that control click lag. So we probably should add some lights. Pump checks would be a good idea too. Actually backing up. What about that? Yeah, steel is a difficult one to supply for. favourite part of the game when you want to make oil and maybe trains. It's when things start to open up, because you're out of that early game and you now have things at your disposal. Things are now, like the game is now starting to open up. This is when things start to get really cool. Oh, gears and pipes and things. And what I should do is take some take some turrets with me. Starts flying, feel like she's got real. It does, doesn't it? It's sort of the point where you feel like you're no longer in early game. It's the transition to mid game is when the oil starts flowing. Really, I guess you could say. Yes. Could have a bit of a pipe situation though. Right, let's make use of some red belt. A red splitter. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to change this over. Gonna sneeze. And actually drain all these out. You can see they can't even keep up. So upgrade the production here. Rotor confirmed. Confirmed by a sneeze, eh? I was going to say gonna sneeze before sneezing, but that turned out not to be the case. Just, oh, it's plus 10 inventory slots, right. Tool belt used to give you the second row. As you can see, these are all empty now. That'll do. Right, let's change this over to a more proper dealio. One there, and then the other red splitter can go there. Red belt. Red belt. Coal. One yellow belt. So one yellow belt is half the speed of a red belt. So where it says down there, transport belt 15 items a second. This one's 30. So I can run a second. Oh. Second row of belts, and that'll be equivalent to one red belt. So that's how that'll work out. Now I just got to fix up this. It's here. It's fine. Just don't talk about it. Yeah. There we go. So you can see two complete red belts are going, two complete yellow belts are going in. One half red belt here, one half red belt here. You'd see one yellow belt is actually patchy. That's fine because it'll back up eventually. So yeah, that's how you can see the two yellow belts making one red belt, or two halves of red belt. Put up the Steam ratings today and found Factorio the highest, number 2 highest rating game. Oh yeah, for good reason. But definitely for a good reason. So that's now making one red belt, which is now being turned into 2 yellow belts. So now I've strategically used my red belts to avoid building a bigger smelter. Breaking for... I forgot they changed the icon. It's hilarious. It was the old one. The old one was terrible. What do I even need now? I'm sort of bottlenecked... Oh, I guess mining productivity, really. I'm sort of bottlenecked on research, on oil now. I need to go do oil. Yeah, so all this stuff can now get stuff and things. I got 7, 8, 9, 10. 8. Car. It's probably a good idea. I was going to make engines over here. Over there. One of the best devs teams. They've earned that rating. They have. They, I've said this before, they defied the trend of early access games of the time. What's the goal of this Megabase? Aiming to do more than the previous one. I think I've outstripped... Yeah, I have. I've outstripped this supply. So I've maxed out the patch. So even though I've got the red belt, I can't actually use it. So many developers who really stick to the support. Yeah, and they really hung on to supporting it for the long term. Like, this game's been... They've been working on it since 2012, really. Very important mod, that one. Street Guy's manly war cry. Gotta die like a man. It's so funny. I don't remember if I was watching that one when it happened. It was hilarious. One of their stupid, Bugzillas or something, I think it was. Terraria didn't do early access, but updates were great. I thought Terraria did do early access. And people say that you need a squeak through to do this. Say as I get to the most dense part. You missed that strange bald man? I know, it's a shame. For those who don't know, Shred Guy used to be another regular Factorio and a few other things streamer, but he gave up on it in the end. If only I had a few grenades, yeah. If only. Yeah, the arguments for squeak through just never made sense. Can't climb over pipe. Well, that's why the game gives you underground pipe to ground. Like, it's a puzzle game. You don't solve puzzles by cutting the puzzle pieces into smaller parts. Solve a puzzle by using your brain. It's like that. I can't climb over it. Yeah, now you can. How hard is it? Seriously. Found out the shotgun is no longer amazing tree clear it used to be. Yeah, you gotta use all the upgrades in it. You really gotta use the weapon upgrades to get the most out of your weapons. It's funny I say that because I think Evil Race, I think you make that argument. Oops. Oh well. Was it you, or was it Evil Race, or was it someone else? I don't remember. A lot of people say it, and it doesn't make any sense. As I say, like, you can solve a puzzle by cutting the pieces up with scissors so they fit. Lurking? Like I do. You do what I do best. Yeah, are you on the squeak through camp for not climbing through trees and because you need to climb through trees and solar panels, or not? Pipe at bottom. Oh, I am too. Thank you. You like the puzzle? It's very important, isn't it? As I say, it's the same. It's the same as just taking a pair of scissors to your jigsaw puzzle. Just I'm on a similar Only at a bigger one. That's there. It's Big Wick who complains about it. That's right. That's the one. Is the Jack to refiner ratio just? Or did I run? I just ran out of jacks. I could craft some more actually. Oh, or I could just one more. Yeah, only stopped because I ran out. Arguably, at least for the initial part of oil, I'm not going to need all of them. No, as I say, I don't do early game. I don't do hard early game ratios. I don't stick to. It's probably a better way of phrasing it. I don't insist on doing weird mining ratios. You either have enough or you don't. And if you don't, you need more. Therefore, go mine more. It's like the whole, what is it, 15 mining drills to fill per side to fill the yellow belts? I mean, yeah, it's going to fill that yellow belt until one of the drills runs out. Then you're going to need more. So it's kind of pointless to do the mining ratio. You're ratioed for something that you're going to need to go fix in like 10 minutes time. So it makes no sense to do it. How long can be a pipe before it needs a pump? You can go a fairly long way. There is a graph on the forum. Someone actually figured it out, and and they did it in like version 11, I think, but it's still valid. The answer is basically it doesn't matter unless you have really a lot of throughput. Or it's something unreasonably long. Like this is approaching unreasonably long territory. Because I want to go to there. I want to go to there. So there, there, something like that. That's about as far as I'd want to push it. I wouldn't want to go much further. I feel so slow. Cover the whole pack. Yeah, it'll get used anyway, so you might as well. You don't want to be spending time squirreling back and forth, fixing things constantly. But people get really hung up on ratios, and you end up spending hours and hours and hours for doing ratios that are really inconsequential. Yeah, set and forget. And that comes back to what I was saying before, where the most valuable resource in the game is time. It's the only thing that's really expensive because you can't... it's the only one you can't replace it. You can't produce time. You can only consume time. So it's all about time management. It's like project management in a way. It's like repairing the pipes that are broken. See, I could spend the time to repair it, or I could just ignore it, or ignore the problem, and keep on building. I think that'll do for that direction. Helps a lot with multitasking. It does, actually. Bots in general. I try and always push towards logistics bots pretty quickly because they save construction time so much. They save so much time. Yeah, item health has no impact on its performance, so who cares? I'm going to tear it up eventually, so yeah, be merry. Oh, speaking of, I was actually thinking about doing... I want to do some Factorio with Ica at some point too. So that should be fun. Get all the they're very useful. Tall pipes for moving lots of fluids. Number of pipe segments between pumps. Yeah, unless you got super duper high throughput, it doesn't really matter. Something like, even at both, like the throughputs that I'm moving at this part of the game, I think you need to get into like 200 or 300 pipe segments before it's a problem. Oh, actually, that's a good point I'm thinking of. Each one of these undergrounds is a pipe segment, but the distance between is not counted as a pipe segment. So each one of these is 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22... 4, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, I nearly just said 60 again, 62, 64, 66, 38, 80, probably 100 there, so this is 100 pipe segments, which is, so your undergrounds can actually get a lot of distance. Once explosive damage research, you save thousands of resources to make on grenades, yeah. Oh, it's right up to blue. It's only the one. Before it goes to blue. It used to be like 2 or 3. Oh, they did change mining productivity though. I never did that. Or that. Let's get that out of the way. I mean, it was kind of redundant me counting all that through, but it just hammers home the point. It's trying to hammer home that point. When it comes to oil refineries, more is better. Start with 10. And basic oil only gives you petroleum gas now, just to simplify things. Even though I place water down anyway. Water's going to be needed eventually, but the time will come for that. Big pain with oil is just doing all this. I find the best way to speed things up is to keep everything as straight as possible. Give yourself space, keep it straight. And that should help things along. Don't build the water for advanced oil straight away. Even though I started to. You can if pollute the water. What else is new? Would you expect anything less? If it can be reduced down to a click and drag, go for it. In early game, I agree with just later game pipe throughput. Oh yeah, late game pipe throughput is a big problem. But early game, you don't need to worry about it too much. But as I was saying, like that huge distance is only like 100 pipe segments, which is only a problem if you're really wanting like 1,000 fluid a second or something. I'm only doing tens of fluid a second, so like it doesn't really matter. Right, you're done. Let's get you out of the way. So now we have our petroleum gas. Thingies and stuff and junk. These things. Alright, first one is plastic. Do 2, 2, 3 there. Something out the middle. Coal up the side. Coal up the side. Plastic is a pretty... It's 2 for every 1 second. So it's at this early stage, it's pretty efficient. What am I looking for with that? I want a pole there, a pole there, and a pole there. The reason why I'm putting the pole on the outside is one underground pipe in there. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, and boop. And that even lines up. I'm going to do that there for reasons that will make sense later. Is there a better way to deal with heavy oil on coal liquefaction than tank and pump with wire? Eventually, you always, for coal liquefaction, you always need that tank and pump. That way you don't consume all of the heavy oil and kill the process. Because inevitably what will happen is you'll overstrip the production. With oil also, there is a bunch of ratios, but Yeah, and you can go by them, and you can use them as a general guide, but it's better to have a little bit of overproduction of each of the different fluids, and then use circuits or some means of cracking it down to keep it more balanced. It's basically it's basically the first introduction to circuit network is managing oil. Update on SpaceX plans on launching to Falcon 9 Cape Canaveral on the same day. NASA's Gemini docking test missions. It's not a common thing, is it? Oh look, it's caught up. That poor red belt. Gemini, when was Gemini? Gemini's an old one. Like, I know that much. I just can't picture it. What was I can't think of it. Was it before Apollo? I think I'm confusing it with the one before. The 60s for Gemini. Yeah, it's before or after Apollo? Yeah, Gemini was before Apollo. I thought so. Gemini. I always call it Gemini. Ah, yeah, the test docking procedures for Apollo. Oh, the construction yard's starting up again. Yay. Alright, now we have plastic. So the second one we need to do, which can go here as well, so I won't do it, is batteries. Gemini, not Gemini. Gemini. Gemini? Yeah, I always call it Gemini for some reason. I've always known it as that. So it's... Oh, we're backed up on that. That's fine. NASA was wrong. Damn straight. Yeah, and then we'll have more chem plants like that. Then I want another set of chem plants. Apparently, to do that. So I want them separate to batteries. Then I'm going to want another set of chem plants. Something like that. One does that, one does that, and one does that. I might move those down. Something. I don't know what yet. Out of reach. Maybe I'll just keep working on... I'll do that. Better explosives is always good. Next thing I'm going to need is water. Boop. Oh, boop. There's boop. Now, something to keep in mind with water is acid needs a lot of water. Like, a lot of water. So, we're going to give it its own water supply, direct. Then I'm going to do that again. So, one specifically making acid. Sulfuric acid. Where'd the uppity thing go? There. Like that. We're going to take the petroleum gas. Like that. Water pollute or no, the same. It's just so the polluted water is just visual. So the water pollution doesn't affect it. It's just water. It takes it from the pollution. So see, it's the most green here, where this is the most polluted. See, this one's less, so it's not so much. Pretty clever. Yeah, it's just visual. Next step is I believe I need iron plate there. Any mods or special settings? This is a slightly modified rail world. Nothing terribly dramatic though. Just Ungush Red's Manly War Cry, which is a very important mod that you should have. Definitely should have. You see, I'm now... science is now... Like, I can't do the blue science until I get this stuff going. These things. And stuff and junk. I guess it can stay like that. There's some batteries. Oh yeah, one of the Factorio people said you'd like to eco. I couldn't see the... Like, it was kind of cool, that game, but it just didn't grab me enough to actually want to go out and buy it. To willingly separate money from wallet to buy it. Let's go up. Need you some gears, so I can actually have thingies that I need. I should empty my inventory at some point. I have a lot of junk. Oh, I made that out of... Yes, I don't need to. Place inserter for gear. Oh, that's right. What about that? I did? Yeah, I did. That's right. Yeah, I remember now. I pointed that out before. Hour? No? Good. Whee. Somewhere over here specifically. Where the stuff goes back. Oh, I'm out of belt. Oh wait, I can't put that in there. There we go, yeah, it's plastic. Plastic. Then I can do a little bit of trickery. Like that there. There we go. Oops, crap. And now we're not sending copper plate down here. But we're making acid for our trouble. Did you ever get I didn't even see you redeem it. I don't have the thing open. How dare that open, Clowntown? My stupid thing, there it is. Odds. 14 minutes ago, how did it not see that? Anyway, so, one unit of stair coming right up. If I can find the button. Missing inserters on oh, yeah. Hang on, let's just satisfy the important things first. And Clowntown coming on in just at the right time. How you doing, Clowntown? Welcome on in, everybody. So, for anyone just coming on in from Clowntown's raid, how you doing? Hi. Hope you're doing well. And for, as I was saying, for those just coming on in, what do you mean gross? Is that better? Sabri guy. So we just redeemed a stair, so you get to see what a stair is. There you know. One unit of stair. So we just unlocked oil. This is a new playthrough we're doing, and we just unlocked oil. Did I do this the wrong way round? I think I did this the wrong way round. There's meant to be 2 assets to one of these, isn't it? It's 5. Yeah, I did it the wrong way round. Yes, right side up now. Dear. You're meant to be there. So what are you up to, Clowntown? Because he's Australia? Yes. Yes, that would do it. So yeah, we're making some sulfuric acid right now. I'm just getting all of the various products for oil underway. There. Oh, and there. Kind of important, isn't it? Isn't it now? Move the Earth around. If it wasn't, it'd fall off. Biatrons are bigger? Yeah, they're bigger and they're free range. And we're making batteries. It's one last thing I need to do. And it's related to acid. It's actually to make sulfur on its own. I want to make I always like making acid now rather than later. Just know that 8 of the 10 most venomous Biatrons are found in this. Yeah, exactly. Bigger on the inside. Trying to think of what they could possibly refer to. I kind of walled myself in some ways. Doctor Who? Oh yeah. I was thinking, for some reason I had Austin Powers on my mind for that one. Even though it's not even UK related. Doesn't have anything to do with UK. Anything at all. Let's bring that down there. Boop, 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 boop. 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 1. And sneeze. Austin Powers was a British spy. He was, yes, that is true. I mean, even though it was a US movie, he was a British spy. No sneeze. Sneeze alarm has gone down. The light bulb alarm is, however, ringing pretty hard. See, I didn't even ratio this. So it's 1/3 of blue science now on the way. Only 1/3, mind you. New Megabase? Yeah! Getting close to the pots? We're not far off. We've got plastic in the batteries for bots. Just need the engines, which is advanced oil, which means lubricant. And then I need the engines and the... what else do I need? The robo frames, which is the red well, green circuits, but I need red circuits anyway. About now, place this with big poles, unplugging the entire base in the process. Where did that go? There it is. There it is. I put the underground belts there, only to not put them, lay them down there. Yeah, I'm not very good at this whole belt laying thing. Even if you need roboports, make a huge difference in... Yeah, I just throw them in roboports. That alone is going to help so much. That's why I'm sort of avoiding doing bigger smelting, as I'm waiting for the bots to do it for me. Because then I can just go out and outpost. Bring them down this way. Whoop. Nope. Bring them down this way, not that way. Oh, you know what I'm missing? Missing explosive. Have I not researched it? Where is it? Flammable? Stronger explosives? Atomic bomb? Oh, there it is. I just couldn't see it. Only ones. Yeah, I'm only doing single lane for sulfur currently. I don't know if I'll need more. Let them build, went for coffee, come back, and then rocket launch. Yeah, you need sulfur and water and coal. Should be another direct insert, Delio. Oop. It does help to research these things. Yeah, just stamp it down and build it overnight. There's no line allowed. Yeah, I have a pattern when it comes to placing down inserters. I always put the inserters on the edge and the pole in the middle. And then everything always lines up and it's all perfect and fancy and so on. Even though that one's off by a tile. Okay. Oh, I'm all out. Cliff explosives. Then I don't need to worry about cliffs ever again. It'll become a done problem. First run didn't have 10 blueprints, 3 and 4 generic. Generic ones. So we give you some, feed you some thingies. I'll bring the spaghetti land in. Then I'm probably going to have instant regrets on not planning out this database again, because apparently I do that every time. Not plan out a base. Well, either way, once I get bots, I can just range it down where I want, so I don't really care. It's got to line up, you know. So I put it exactly where I found it. Sulfur, come down here. Ballistic planning? Sure. Database don't need main bus. Only megas. Do as I say, not as I do. Something along those lines. About there. Why is that gone all quiet again? There you go, Spell Camp Skull. Keep the military, the biotech rolling. Well, I already put the belt there. I already did the spacing for the belt there. Hey, Boris, was it you? I was watching play OTD in stream ages ago. Possibly. If you were doing it, I was probably watching it. Huh. Oh, yeah, but point still remains. It was probably me, yeah. I have done it quite a few times. I did used to do it quite a bit. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Crisis averted. One would hope, at least. Is this a terrible idea? This might be a terrible idea. This could very well be... Oh wait, you need to be a normal one. You need to be one of them. Then you need to be one of them. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's no redemption now. That's it forever. I've also built it on the bus. Good has to do multiplayer. The thing has never done multiplayer in that game. In many ways, it's you play as competing transport companies, or you can either play as competing transport companies, or you can all share one company, or any number of players can share a company. The competition varies. The level of competition you can sort of set amongst yourselves. There we go, that's better. This is why I don't get things done very quickly. I don't know why I decided it was a good idea to do it this way, but apparently it's a thing now. So yeah, you can that's how at least how I used to play it was we'd all set up, we'd all have gentlemen's agreements. Although that was how the multiplayer used to work. Everyone, it was very rare to come across like full-on head-to-head servers. Everything was usually always had sort of unwritten gentlemen's agreements about what you're going to do. You'd pick like a particular resource you're going to, or area of the map that you were going to work on, and you'd stick to it. You would generally negotiate ways of getting out of each other's way. Mainly because this was a long, long time ago now, and that was mainly because there were a lot of really annoying exploits you could do just to mess with other people. So instead of ruining the game for everyone, you would at least try and be civil. Specific PvP? I never remember really any. Oh, they're probably there, I just don't remember them. Also, hi Hopewell. I know there was a few consistent troublemakers. I remember there was this one dude who always used to build some trucks on a little island, and then they would use the land purchase tool to purchase all of the the sea tile, so no one could build bridges or docks onto it, and then it'd start buying up the land around as well. It was some German dude. I mean, as long as it was keeping to himself, it was fine, as far as I was concerned. But usually what would happen is he'd start doing troll stuff to everyone else every time. There we go. Like he'd start doing the death crossings and stuff like that. Death crossings being where you'd put an engine shed right next to a crossing, a railway crossing, and then just have a train going back and forth across the crossing, and just blow up any road vehicles that you'd have. Another thing you could do was put a train depot on the end of it. If someone had a terminus station, you could put a train depot on the end, or a piece of track or something, because the game back in these days didn't recognize if there was a piece of track connecting, it was just a piece of track connecting. There was no differentiation between player companies. So you could park a train on that track, and this is Open Transport Tycoon we're talking about. So you could park a train on that track and block out their stations because the signals would go red. I need long inserters too. There's all kinds of scummy things like that you could do. There were tons of really scummy things you could do. But they fixed that eventually. There. There was, with the storm, there was some storms recently, and it meant that raw rainwater got into the tap water. The tap water tastes nasty now. It's boiled, so it's fine. OpenDDD used to be early on. It was pretty good for the community, but then it went south. Probably a news article about what happened. Yeah, the really early days, it was only the really hardcore enthusiasts were in on the game. We have a goal for this base? Yeah, bigger Megabase than previous Megabase. So we're aiming for around 8,000 science a minute, somewhere there. I haven't done any calculations or anything yet, so I don't know exactly what it'll be. I mean, I haven't even planned out any kind of main bus. Which, is probably gonna hurt eventually. Oh, we have engines though. We almost have blue science. About that many labs. I need some gears for my pockets, for reasons. Gonna need more of you and more of you. Let's grab more of you as well while we're at it. Old school Factorio background, spaghetti is life? Yes. Yes, it is. They all crafting? They are all crafting. Oh, I need power poles too. What's our time at? Start this then, take a break. Where is it? There it is. So there's an easy and a hard way to do red circuits. And I think probably the easy way to do it is to move it up to like here. And my way of doing red circuits involves doing as few clicks as possible because it tends to involve a lot of clicks. So this is a bit of an odd build comparatively. Hey, bonus can, how you doing? Wire? So this comes back again, you don't need the perfect ratio. Like, if you're perfect ratioing this, doing one of those like fish sandwich things, trying to ratio it out, you'll still be building the first one and I'm already finished. As I say, it's all about time. Like, this is so much faster to build than any other build that people normally do. And you don't want to be belting the wire as well, if you can help it. And Riso, throwing down that 13-month. Hi! Thank you very much for throwing down that sub. There's some love and hype in chat there for Riso. Throwing in that 13-whole month resub. 13-month sub. How you been? Been doing well? Haven't actually seen you in a little while. It's actually funny seeing the bit badge. You notice how, if you notice that bits overall on Twitch have pretty much disappeared. What was it? It was, expanding the subs, kind of. I built those the wrong way around. Like giving more options for subs for affiliates kind of killed it. It's actually funny too because bits kill donations significantly by a lot. I think it was by like it was like 90%. Donations went down 90% when they introduced cheering. You can still sub once and give subs. You can get the discount sub once only. The I forget what that promotion is. Here we go. Oop. September, that's the one. Subs, not a replacement. No, well, you do get perks out of them, which does help. It's which does add value from donations, or tips really, is a technical term. They're not donations. It's legally distinct from donations. Mainly because for it to actually qualify as a donation, you have to be a registered charity. Cheering! Never had a good... Oh, I could have done that the other way around. Never had a good conversion ratio. Because it's only like 30 to 40%. Hey, Layman. How you doing? Joining from Clowntown's host? Hi. Welcome on in. We're starting a new Megabase today. And we're just on the cusp of starting up... Oh. Just on the cusp of starting up, can't believe I did that. Oh dear. Blue Science. Despite my efforts to foil, despite all my apparent efforts to not do, yeah, words. How many red chip? Yes. 24, apparently. I didn't in any way measure that out, so sure. First thing I need to do is speed this up. Poor inserter arm. Just swinging about like crazy. Yeah, there's no rhyme or ratio to that combination. I just put some... So when it comes to red circuits, there's not enough. Whatever you put down, it's not enough. It's never enough. You always need more. 60 with a belt of each. I think it's 120. Or is it 60? It might be it might be 60 aside actually. I just remember the number 120 off the top of my head. Okay, more fastering labs. Ooh, look at that. We has blue. This is going to get extended like way down. Yeah, I think it was the number 6. Number 120 comes to my mind. I just can't remember. It's been... I did calculate that one like years ago. Oh. Well, the only thing for it is to just faster. Just ignore the problem. What is the most preferred way to support a streamer such as self-gift subs? I am partial to subs. I don't have a way to do donations or tips. Currently, like there's problems setting it up so that people can't charge back and pull addresses out, and then well, it's actually not much of a problem anymore because Ice Poseidon's gone. But yeah, another way, actually, there is Patreon as well. I don't really use it that much. What's that, Shade? Shade? No, Ice Poseidon, is. Him and his CX network was known for, swatting. This work? No. Yeah, another way is Patreon. Then you can directly do money that way. It's something I don't really, admittedly, I don't do enough with, but it is there. That's basically equivalent to tips or direct donation. Direct donations and Patreon's like 90% thereabouts. There's that little transaction fee for the service, and then it gives the most. Subs, tier 1 subs is 50-50, tier 2's, was it 60-40, and then tier 3's 30-70, but tier 3, $30, it's getting up there. That's commitment. So I can understand why very few, or not really anyone actually does it. Alright, we can do advanced oil. So that's now out of mid-game. That's the big mid-game break is advanced oil. That's when things really start getting going. Because it means we can now set up electric engines probably here. Which then in turn turns into, I might move those, robo frames. When do you plan to start the Megabase? Always just get to the end game. Try to make one, so it feels really hard to do. Enjoy that folks like self clown town dude the stream content. Try and see how we can thank you most directly. I mean, as far as if you want to throw money, Patreon for the best value is Patreon, but it's a recurring thing. Really, stuff and things. Realistically, watching and encouraging is probably the best. That does account for a lot. Isn't that 120 of assemblers output of full yellow belts? It might be for tier 3 assemblers onto red belt. Bits are 70-80. Bits should be like 30 to 40%. Bits are really bad. But as I say, like the most fundamental way is, or the most basic way is just to be here, be encouraging. That is support in itself. Did I actually? Yeah, I did. I was worried there for a minute that I didn't actually grab the inserters. Also, I did that the wrong way around. The advantage of the pole system that I use is it always ends up being a perfect grid of power poles. I mean, it's not going to really be representative, but you tend to get a nice grid going. So that's what the end goal is with the layout that I use. We're working on lubricant. Right, I think the next thing to work on is more of these. I probably should expand power at some point too. Like, you can never have enough assembly machines for blue science. You really can't. It's so stupidly slow. Admittedly, that's probably way too many. I think even when beaconed and everything, it's still like one of the biggest builds. Oh, long inserters now. It's always one or the other. Come and join Australia sometime in your life. Live in central US. If you can. Oh, actually, central US, you can probably stomach the spiders and all that, because Australia is kind of like Texas. Watch ads too. Yeah, there's another one. Keep ad block off. That's another easy thing to do. I know Twitch ads are a bit of a pain because they're really dumb. The way Twitch does ads, it's all really dumb. They grossly overvalue what they're worth. And they insist on 30-second ads. They insist on holding the pre-roll hostage. So make streamers run ads, which admittedly is actually not a terrible idea. Because you actually should be taking regular breaks. The problem is it's... problem is... setting up the game to take regular breaks can be a pain. And also holding on to an audience long enough... getting an audience to stay after you take a break is a pain as well. So if I curl it back around itself, then I can potentially curl these back around on itself. Although I think it's going to lose out on... red circuits. Open a data center in Sydney, but it was done via AWS, so no in-person work. Is there any really much physical data center work anymore? Purposely following raids. I think Twitch has stopped forcing ads on raids. It seems to be hit and miss. I should really fix power, eh? Or I actually... No, it actually hasn't root looped yet. I mean, I could also fix these, but fixing it doesn't actually make them go faster. Go in any way better. Damage radio, and I followed that one to see a no raid. A no add-on raid. Interesting. Maybe they backed off on it. Not much in-person work. I don't imagine... I didn't think there was much in-person data center work going on anymore, because it's all like Azure, AWS stuff now. IT World's very different from when... Oh, I don't actually need to craft you. Now, speaking of ratio, one ratio I do need to worry about is the ratio of how many boilers I have. Because I can't do too many. If I do too many, I'll drain, like I'll outstrip the water supply. I think it was 18, so I'm pretty close. It's 20. I might as well just build them all. And I'm also using burner inserters here because they don't need power. They can just consume the coal that's there for them. There we go. Oh, that's why they're not going. Facilities in Equinox Folios? Still done by in-region professionals. Fixing the damage to power gen doesn't make it better, it does make it more resistant to potential future attack. That is a very good point. That's actually almost maxed. You know who else can fix it? Is bots. Hopefully this lane will actually stop. I think it is backing up. It's actually pretty funny. I'm still pretty close to the max. Robotics? That leads us into construction bots, which is a big one. Now I was actually supposed to stop and take a break already when I did. I think I said I was going to do that when I did oil, and then said I was going to do that when I built red circuits, and then when I built blue science. Alright, let's wander. Ah, we need more pump jacks. So, I think that'll be a job for after the break, is upgrading pump jacks, getting more oil in, getting more fastering, getting bots to do things for us. Probably getting bots first, and then doing pump jacks, because I'll get the bots to build the base. But that will be, as I say, after the break.